How have you been?
Welcome to the hot seat.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Been good.
That's good.
Honestly, just work.
Yeah.
Work.
I mean,
It never ends. It never ends.
Honestly, I feel like that's like taking over our lives, and I don't understand why we're living to work. Why are we
and
living
not
to work?
working to live.
I haven't done anything in the past. I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Get
out of all
excited.
places, why?
Get excited about Cleveland.
No offense to the people that are from Cleveland.
Yeah. It's a bachelorette, so it's supposed to be fun and a good time, but like no one can ever say like I went to Cleveland, guys. Everybody talk about Cleveland as if it were Japan or Hawaii. So nothing really exciting happening with me.
That's true.
Joe has something exciting.
I heard that work-life balance is a scam. Like, I heard that it's, if you really want to accomplish something, especially as a business owner, I feel like there is no work-life balance. You push and you do something with passion, so it shouldn't feel like work.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up thinking, oh, work-life balance, it's so important.
Yeah.
And I understand that having social time and having outdoor time and, you know, mingling with the family and just being yourself is important. But I don't think if you are actually working towards something that you love and you find that career that you love, it shouldn't have to be work-life balance. It should already be balance.
That's true. I mean, see, for me, it's a little bit different because when I first started my business as a online coach, I loved it. And I loved the fact that I could work from home. But then I started missing the aspect of actually physically going into the space. I was working by myself all the time and I had no coworkers. And even though my clients and I were close, it ended up being like such a lonely atmosphere for me that I kind of took a step back and I'm like, I want a 9-to-5, which is weird because a lot of people are like, I want to make my own hours. I want to make money online. That is where the business is, especially in this day and age. But I actually regress back to a 9-to-5. And I think for me, it's finding that balance of enjoying a 9-to-5 life while simultaneously doing something that I'm very passionate about online. And I think this year is the year that I finally found that balance. And now I'm trying to broaden beyond, you know, just personal training and nutritional coaching online, which I'm still very much doing and trying to pick up for the summer. But also, you know, being able to do my 9-to-5 job and then grow career-wise that way. So
You're so inspiring. I have to say, honestly, you are.
no, honestly, you're the inspiration.
No, not at all. Like you're
Yeah.
yeah, I love you.
With
Yeah.
myself
Oh, thank
personally, I feel like if you're giving one thing 100%, you're giving the other thing about 25%. And with my work and personal life, I feel like it can't just be a 50-50. If you want to excel at work, you have to give it your all. And giving it 100% means 0% of your personal life.
But
it's hard to just get that for sure balance, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I struggle with it.
Same.
What I think is important though is if you do work a 9-to-5, you cannot take that shit home. Like you have to have a cutoff point where as soon as you come home from work, like your coworkers don't text you, you know, even if you have call-ins, you have to have a protocol. They can't just reach out to you whenever. You have to be an on-call manager for that week. Like you have to be able to detach yourself. Otherwise you come home and you're going to consistently stress about it. You're going to
Which no
dream
one
about
does,
it.
by the way. Like,
No.
keep in mind, I
That's so
get
true.
texts from people at all hours of the night. Working in a management position is exhausting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I get messages 24/7. Yes, I would love for them to not have my phone number, but is that realistic for call-ins? No, probably
Not in today's day and age.
You get
Yeah.
all of the excuses. You get all of the reasons you're exhausted. And then you do bring it home. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
not bring your work life home. So
And the worst part is that your employees, they don't understand that there's so much pressure on you. Like for them, oh, it's, you know, I work the 9-to-5 shift. I'm out of here. I don't have to worry about it. But for you, you're actually bringing it home. You're putting that stress on yourself. And then you're coming back into work the next day already, you know, having to carry that burden on your shoulders. And I think employees need to understand that for a manager position, like they need to respect those boundaries as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
You need to give us a life on the weekends. To be honest, my Saturday, Sunday, fuck off, because we don't want anybody to contact us. We want to live our lives. I think I got a phone call from an employee on a Saturday. We were at hot yoga.
Oh.
Like, and he calls
The most
me,
zen
texts me,
place.
"Are you mad?" I'm like, am I mad about what? Like, what? First of all, he sounds like a needy girlfriend. Like, don't message me that.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's Saturday. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. I'm sore from hot yoga that I've done once this year. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Not giving me my personal life. And so he didn't message back, thank God.
I mean,
Sorry
yoga
to
too.
you if
You're supposed to reset when you're there. You're not supposed to be worried.
People don't care about that. People don't care about you. In that
Oh, that's true.
You know what I would do? Cut him off. Like, okay, sorry.
I did.
I'm
I was
busy. Like, don't even respond, actually. No response
But
is
then
a
he keeps
response.
calling like a needy girlfriend. Like, are
Set
you
boundaries.
mad?
Yeah.
Are you
Set
up?
healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
And tell him
You gotta go.
straight up.
Saturday, Sunday,
This is
don't
not-
contact me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I know. We recently had to encourage that at my workspace because too many times people were reaching out to me on the weekend. And even though I wasn't the on-call manager, I would have to go out and I would have to purchase supplies or whatever for my work. And it's like, that's coming out of my personal hours now, you know? And I think it is, again, about setting boundaries and then creating those contingency plans in place where it's
Honestly.
like, this is who you're delegated to on the weekend. So do not bother me. Like,
It just
don't bother
feels
me.
like our role is also owner, manager of a company, but we're also therapists.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
they'll come in with their personal problems, and I'm like, whoa. Like, first of all, I don't even know how to handle it. Second of all, I don't know who to tell if you're in danger. Like, it's just crazy. We all of a sudden become therapists as well as managers, owners, colleagues. Like, you know, it's ridiculous. So that's where our personal lives mesh with them, I think, is because they come in and then we give off this demeanor where we want to be personable. We want to be the fun-loving people.
Yeah.
But it's a hard balance between being their friend and being like, okay, you have to stop. And that always gets mixed, I think.
Now, I actually have a question for you then. When it comes to your coworkers and specifically your employees, do you follow them on social media? Are you friends with them? Do they follow you on social media?
Do you?
I do.
You do.
I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think in your environment that might be normal, but with my employees at my work, it's very, very not normal. And I just instantly end up blocking them, as bad as it sounds, because I'm like, I don't want you to see me post crazy unhinged videos where I am drunk on the dance floor,
Right.
you know,
Ooh.
twerking to Nicki
Back in our
Minaj.
20s.
Like, that is not how I want you to see me. I want you to see me in a respectable manner where I am your manager, I am your boss, and we need to have that boundary, right?
Yeah. Honestly, like, I want to say no. There's been circumstances where they have quit. They have left. And I'm like, yeah, we could possibly have each other on social media. But then there's like an instance where they come back or they come back into my life in a work way. And I'm like, oh, crud. So now we're stuck in this place where it's like they have me, but I don't want them to see. But most of the time I'm like, no, I leave them on the friend request. They're there looming with all the other employees. But it's just, I don't know. No, I don't think that I can do that either. I actually had the custodian at my work. We were building a sandbox and he was like jamming it together and so was I. And I was like, fuck's sakes. And he was like, oh my God, that was the first time I've ever heard you swear. Like, can you believe that? All I do is swear. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so good at my job.
Yeah.
But like, that's how neutral I'm trying to keep this
Yeah.
with employees, because it is. It's like a fine line.
Yeah.
I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
I feel like
swearing?
it depends on what industry you're in as well.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
I'll just leave it at that. It depends. And I feel like in my role, I wanted to go in and be that hard ass, that, you know, that boss that, you know, people look up to me professionally and respectfully, but also in order to be really close with my employees, I feel like I wanted to be a friend to them. And if they,
Right.
you know, if they had personal issues or personal personal situations go on in their lives, I wanted to be there for them. So it's like, what is that fine line? How do you differentiate it, right? And it's tough. It's tough building those boundaries, but I think it's important.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, no, you go.
Everything is on social media too. It's like you can block that person, but who goes to say they won't be with somebody who you are following and who you're cool with? They'll just show, it's just like you can never run away from it. I feel like.
I feel like for me, because I'm doing a competition May 17th. Bodybuilding. Woohoo!
Selling tickets now.
Yes,
if you're
please
interested.
purchase. Come support me. It's a very taboo topic. So, if and my social media online with my online nutrition business is a public Instagram account. So pretty much anyone can follow me. Anyone can see what I post. And now if a coworker were to follow me and see that I am, posing in a bikini, it's a very taboo topic. And I don't want them to see me like that whatsoever. So for me, it's having to find that fine line as well of like, what can I post now? Like, how do I want them to see me? Because I have 2 different personas at my professional work, 9-to-5 job, and then my online coaching.
Do you then make accounts based on people? Like, do you make a work account that's like, I look like I work in real estate. I'm going to wear a blazer and that's all my photos are going to be. And then your other one's like little bikini in Mexico with the girls.
See, I think it's like that Instagram account versus Facebook. Facebook is like my personal, you can follow me. There's nothing unhinged on there. But then Instagram is like where you're getting the dirt on me. So you're going to be blocked from that 100%.
Unless you're like 40 plus, then Facebook is like your life. No offense. Sorry, people. But like, honestly.
Sorry, we calling out the 40 plus year olds here.
It is. Facebook has gone downhill.
The only time I'm using Facebook is to contact my grandma. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Or my family in Poland.
Yeah, like family that you don't see all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. My grandma, she's not going to travel out to see me, so I'll send her a little Facebook. But like, that's it.
Facebook is for family. Instagram is for friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed.
Leopard is so in, by the way, right now. I'm loving the leopard. I don't know.
Girl, I don't know.
Leopard
is giving that on me.
Leopard's giving me 70s. And like,
really? I love it.
Did you ever watch Real Housewives? Like, what the fuck's her name? Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa Vander.
No, sorry. Different girl.
Okay, because that's my girl.
The really skinny girl, the spiky hair. Oh my God, what the hell was her name? She would wear leopard print all the time.
Is her hair like reddish?
Raina. Yes.
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
What the hell's her name?
I don't.
Brain fart. Anyway. Yeah, she would wear leopard print all the time. It was like a classy statement.
I don't think you should wear it all the time. I think there's a time and place, obviously, for it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like this is like the perfect occasion to wear.
Okay, I do have a pair of gray leopard pants. They are pajama pants, and they match a top that says, "I had too much to dream last night."
Oh, I love that.
Yes, I wear that to work sometimes on pajama day. It's fine.
I feel like leopard for me gives me cougar vibes.
Ooh, okay, I'm at the age of cougar.
That is a vibe. Like,
I'm at the age of cougar. I will take it.
Yes.
I honestly should be wearing more leopard print then.
Yeah. It's a very fun piece to wear clubbing. Honestly, let's talk about clubbing in our late 20s, early 30s.
Oh God.
Okay, let's.
I love how you guys are like, oh God, and I'm like, yes.
Let's first ask when the last time we've been to a club was. When was the last time you got up, went to Jack's, went to
2 weeks ago for my husband's birthday. We went to Vice, but Vice is like a 30
like a
plus.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like a club at night.
It's a club.
Yeah.
It's a 30 plus club. Shout out to Vice.
Yeah.
Any time I go out and it's Lucy's or any of the younger Joe Cools, I feel like a rapist. I do. I'm sorry.
I feel like a rapist.
I feel like I do not belong. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm not.
Do you ever
with
feel
it?
Like, do you ever feel like they know? Like they're looking at you like, oh, bitch, you're
old.
Oh,
they do.
No, they do. 100%.
They can see these wrinkles.
Yeah.
They can see the dark circles from waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's dark in there. Come on.
Well,
But like,
I think they know.
yeah, right? Is it the way we dance? Maybe it's the songs. When an old school song comes on from the 2000s, we're like, hey, get it. And they're like, what the fuck is that?
so
Then I think they know.
last time was I actually went to Jack's, and it was for a close friend of ours, my sister-in-law. It was her birthday. And it's funny because as soon as I entered the bathroom, you know how you get along and you instantly become best friends with a bunch of drunk girls in the bathroom, and you're like, it always starts off with, oh my God, you're so hot. And
I love your outfit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where
Yes.
did you get that dress?
Yes.
Shout out to all those girls on
shout out
Facebook.
to bathroom
I probably have them on
connections we've
Facebook.
made.
Yes.
Same. Instagram
Love that.
definitely shared that.
Gotta delete those guys.
Well, we
In their 30s
instantly
now.
started vibing with these girls, and they looked younger than us. And then they ended up asking us how old we are. And I was like, way too old for you guys. And they're like, oh, you can't be that much older. We're 20 years old.
They all say that though. You can't be that old. Bitch,
Yeah.
you can see how old I am.
Yeah,
Why
and
else would you ask that question?
I was like,
But
actually,
they're being nice. They're
Yeah.
trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But you can tell, like,
do we take that
Yeah.
offensive? Like,
Yeah.
if somebody called
I
us
do.
fat?
I'm like, bitch,
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm old enough to be your older sister. Like,
yeah. Also, that generation is absolutely unhinged. Like, I'm sorry, I have a younger sister, and she can get away with saying pretty much anything. Like, she has no
My
filter,
sister, too.
and I absolutely love her for that because honestly, I mean, like, I'm pretty unhinged, but I cannot get to that level of unhingedness.
This
so,
could spiral back to work where they feel so entitled, though, that they can say anything they want. And it's like, do you know who I am? Do you know who we are as opposed to you? Like,
Yeah.
it's like they're not afraid of anything. They're not afraid to get fired. They're not afraid to get
no.
like disciplinary progression with what happens
Yeah.
to them.
They call in and they're like, sorry, I'm calling in because I'm hungover. And it's like, what? How could you even say that to your manager?
I
I'm
got
sorry.
a sore toe one time. I'm sorry, I can't come in. I hurt my toe.
Yeah.
Like, well, which fucking toe? Get in there, man. If it's your pinky,
Limp.
get the fuck
Limp.
back in here.
The amount
Limp.
of call-ins that I have gotten from period cramps. I mean, I get it, girl, but like, what do I do when I have period cramps? I show up at work.
You take that Advil, you take that
Yeah.
ibuprofen, and or sage. I love sage.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to talk about sage.
Ooh.
Like the store or
The period roller. Have you guys?
no?
So the store. We're talking about the store sage and the roller that is.
Yeah, from Sage.
I thought you were talking about the Spice Girl.
oh,
A little bit of it's not a spice.
I mean, I love
take
the
back what I
spice
just
too.
said. Sage is what you
love
do
the
to get the
spice.
demons away in your
Oh,
home.
yes, yeah.
periods.
Well, you know what? I mean, you could sage that because I am
mean-
exerting my demons away, like exercise.
Get this shit away
Yes,
from me.
yes.
All
No more
time.
demons in this body. It's like a
Yeah.
blood ritual, you know?
Exactly.
No, but Sage period rollers, they help your cramps significantly. Like,
Oh.
it's an essential oil.
Yeah.
And when you're on your period, you just like roll it on your lower ovaries
Yeah.
area.
Yes. All right. Like how low we talking? Like coochie? Front coochie?
Yeah, like
Like a little
right
bit
above there. Like you're not getting it in
up
your
in the
pussy.
cooch action.
You're not going down.
Is this the new lube?
You don't want to lose
Should
it.
I be?
No, I think that would burn. Please do not. Disclaimer: do not
Disclaimer.
do that.
Don't
Do
do
not
Do
penetrate
not-
with sage.
Masha can try and let us know. She'll come back with that.
Masha,
You know what? I will pass.
I have one in my purse. I'll let you smell it. It smells like lavender.
Ooh.
Relaxing,
Yeah.
calming.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I have to. Next time I see you guys, I'm gonna buy you both one
Amazing.
just to try.
You know what? On the topic of relaxants, de-stressors, I have an herb that will quite literally change your life. And I have told this to literally everyone. And I don't know why no one believes me at this point, but ashwagandha. Like,
I love ashwagandha.
Everyone
Okay, I
talks
started it a
about
month
it.
ago.
okay.
My
okay.
one of my
Go ahead.
employees, Grace, said you need ashwagandha in your life.
Okay,
It
but tell
sets-
me the truth. In your 30s, do you guys take vitamins every day? Because
Yes.
I
Yes.
Yes.
all the time.
Yeah,
I
me
pop
too.
pills. I am a supplement junkie.
Me too.
Okay, supplements run through my veins. I spend,
Every morning I need them.
Yes, 100%.
I feel like it's like skincare for me. Like I start strong, full week. I'm like, wow, I feel so great, and then I just forget.
No, you have to.
You have
Girl,
to.
you have to.
Guys,
And the
I
thing
know
is,
that.
with
I
most
know I have to.
supplements, it's a long-term thing. So like ashwagandha, for example. So I'm going to talk about the quick benefits for not only your cortisol levels, but also when it comes to the gym for your endurance. So ashwagandha is, I believe it's an Indian herb. If you take it at 650 mgs, up to 3 times per day, entirely gets rid of your anxiety. If you're an anxious girly,
all of
listen to me
us
here.
All
Okay?
of us. Cue Anxiety by Dochi.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Literally all of
living
us.
with it. Yeah.
What kind of woman does not experience anxiousness, especially, around her cycle? Ashwagandha decreases your cortisol levels. I believe within 2 weeks, it's like crazy amount. It's by 20%.
It is fantastic. We
Yeah.
need to get a sponsor on ashwagandha.
Yeah, literally. I have
Organica
been-
sponsor
Please
us.
sponsor
Do you
us.
take
I
the
need to take
Organica?
my daily vitamins. Okay?
I don't take the Organica. Honestly, I just take the whatever brand I basically can
Can you send me a
outsource
pic
on
of
Amazon.
what you?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Because I take the Organica one, but if there's a stronger version,
Yeah,
hook
yeah.
me up. Hook me up.
I honestly,
dead on the couch.
you could not OD.
Sorry, Mom, I can't come into work
No,
today.
you can't OD on this.
You
stuff.
can't
Like,
OD
No, you're
on
just so
ashwagandha.
relaxed. I'm not saying you're gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, like it's such a mood enhancer. I feel
Yeah.
like too.
Yeah, it
do
is.
you
It
actually
is.
feel the effects
Yes,
quite
Yes.
quickly?
yes.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is where people don't believe because they're like, well, you have to take it for 6 months, and who the fuck
No,
takes vitamins
it's
for 6
instant.
months straight?
I would say you have to take it for a month to fully feel effect on your mental health. But honestly, it also increases your gym endurance. Like I used to be known as the cardio bunny, and like
True.
I used to
Very
do the Stairmaster for a whole hour long, and people would be like, "You're
That's
literally insane. How are you doing
She
this?"
would.
And I'm like,
It was
That's nuts.
honestly
ashwagandha.
crazy. I just hear
Yeah.
drip and sweat on the Stairmaster. I'm like, what hour is this? How
Yeah,
long have you
yeah.
been here?
And I'm still going, and I'm like not even. Well, I'm breaking a sweat, but I'm not even
Yeah,
like
you were.
breathing hard. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's because it increases your endurance. A lot of runners, long distance runners, they end up taking it to help with their endurance, and it's a natural supplement, so it's not, a taboo if you take it for sports or anything like that.
Okay, let me circle back real quick. This girl really annoys me because she was the one that I went to hot yoga with. And I just want to point out that when we both got done hot yoga, I had like a reddish purple face. My hair was like slicked like this all over my face. And I was like, wow, that was amazing. I was like, I sweat so much. Look over. And she's like, yeah, I have a little glisten on my nose. And I'm like, and she's like, it's so cute. And I'm like, yeah, same, man. Same. Like, how do you just not sweat
Honestly,
that much?
I think I was just really dehydrated and probably
I
a
need to
little
stop
dizzy
drinking
from
water
that,
for a week before that.
which is not good for you. Honestly, people drink your water because dehydration is a killer. So.
I don't drink a lot of water. I
Yeah.
must have been like secreting pee or something. I don't know how the fuck I was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sweaty. It was disgusting.
Time for the lady bits.
Paul, hit us with the questions.
Would you rather never wear a bra again or never wear underwear?
Never wear a bra.
A bra for sure.
Underwear.
A bra.
What?
What?
Yeah, I have small titties, so I
I-
need that support at all times.
I love a little nip showing, like a little cold nip in the wind,
Yes.
a little, and then it's
We are living in 2025. What girl wears bras, especially those underwire bras?
just like I do.
Joanna's like, no
Hey,
comment.
I
Actually,
don't
me.
mind my hooch hanging out.
First of all, I think this is so disgusting, but my snail trail would be all over my pants.
Yeah.
If that makes
True.
sense.
I have a lot of that too, but like if it's one or the other, it has to be the underwear for me.
Interesting.
Really?
I am a bra.
You
No
know
bra.
what? I will say bras were created by a man, and that man who created bras actually went backstage after presenting his idea and got beaten up by 5 other men.
As he
Because-
should.
I agree, as he
I
should.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Actually?
fun fact.
Okay.
Fun fact
He
for
should be
Masha.
beaten. He's probably
Why
not
do
with us
men
anymore.
create like such essentials for women nowadays?
I think, okay, this could be controversial because it could be based on a religion or a belief, like
Right.
to have the woman look a specific way.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So-
hate that.
I hate that too. Because honestly, I'm thinking of Jennifer Aniston from Friends in the early 2000s when her nips were just showing and it
Yes.
looked all
Always,
perky and
yeah.
nice. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
And
That's the vibe.
another fun fact.
I mean, if you have nice nipples, it's nice to show them off.
Yeah, for sure.
Another fun fact. Wearing bras with the metal bar underneath constricts your blood flow to the titties and actually makes them flat. Because we don't get that blood flow, it's better not to wear a bra and your boobs will be perkier.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, I sidebar
Good
heard
to
that
know.
if you wear bras to bed, your boobs won't sag when you're older.
Okay.
Not that you would wear a bra to bed.
Okay, let me rephrase
ever.
that. I do not wear a bra to bed.
No.
I love my titties.
I didn't think you
Yes.
did.
I like my boobs, but I just like the support of the lift of the
Yes.
bra.
You like the
That-
cleave.
I like the cleave.
Yeah.
I do. I like to
I
show
do
it.
like the
I like
cleave.
to feel them like hugged
Yeah.
almost and like
Yeah.
compact.
And mine like
But at
never
home-
meet. Mine aren't even like sisters that hold hands. When I don't wear a bra, they're like boop off to the side. But they
Doing their
still
own
look
thing.
good, but they're not like, tight and cuddling.
Can we talk about how all women have different sizes boobs? Like, I'm sorry, my left one's is a tad bit smaller and flatter than my right one, and
I know
that is normal.
I know so many people that have like a full cup size. Like one's an A, one's a B. Which
Yeah.
is like a drastic difference.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that we have all of us as women have different sizes and different shapes. Like some are very pointy, some are very round, some are very droopy.
We
some
could
are-
say that about penises too, okay,
We
ladies?
could.
Like
we could. It is
some
so
are
true.
droopy,
That is
some are
true.
saggy, some are thick, some are thin, like
And-
big, small.
And as a woman, do we accept all peni?
No.
No, we don't.
So do you think men judge us by our tits?
It's because they're
Yeah,
visible.
I think they do.
because they're
I think they
visible.
do. I think there are more butt guys than there are tit guys, and I think there are tit guys and there are butt guys, and
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
they choose us as we do choose our men by their penises. I think.
So what if you were dating someone for 8 months and you did not see their penis and you were like, wow, this person's so amazing. Like I love everything about them. Good career, good like goals for themselves. And they had a tiny chode. Would you continue the relationship?
No,
You wouldn't?
sex is everything. Like I feel like,
What if they were good in bed, but they just had a teeny ween?
is it fulfilling? If it fulfills my needs, maybe, but still, like how small are we talking?
Okay, I'm thinking like the size of my
Micro
finger,
penis?
but like a fat little tree trunk.
No,
I
like,
think
how are you?
I don't know.
How are you gagging on that? Like, how are you
I
like
think-
sucking that?
You must gag on a dick to enjoy it.
Yes,
Listen,
like
I think
That
let's
is
just
the
point
rule.
it out there. I think it all depends on the woman and what her preference is. Okay.
Yeah.
If you are okay with, somebody who's smaller because maybe you're more into butt stuff or you're, more into foreplay and stuff like that, then that's
a whole
fine.
other topic.
But
Yeah.
I
Whole other
feel like it
topic.
all goes to preference for a woman. So
Yeah,
I agree.
Which is
I
the
agree.
same with men. Like some men like really big boobs, some men like small boobs, some men like
absolutely.
all
men
the
like
bits are
asses.
different.
Okay, next.
Next,
What's the strangest thing that turns you on?
ooh.
the strangest thing that turns me on.
The strangest thing.
Okay, this is only something that I've like
Discovered recently.
discovered, not recently, but being with the person that I'm with. Like, I kind of like when he sucks on my toes, like a little bit.
Oh, I love the toe sucking.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm a toe fiend. I love
Are you?
sucking. Yeah.
Stop.
I
kinda
love
like
sucking
it.
on his toe.
Oh my
You
god.
suck on his toe.
Yeah, I like
I
that-
haven't reciprocated, but I've gotten it. I'm like,
I like suctioning. Like I
Okay,
like that
y'all are
feeling.
mad.
Yeah.
Okay, I am not into that whatsoever. But thank you for bringing it up. I mean,
thank you, Joanna, for being
I
on
will
the
not.
side real quick.
I will
It's
not.
true. I'm not
judge.
like this is unfiltered. Like sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
Yeah.
My mom, if you watch this. Actually, my mom's pretty chill. It's fine.
She'll relate.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
So Masha, what's yours?
Honestly, it's not strange. I guess. I don't know. Oh, honestly. Okay. And I know a lot of you girls will agree with this. Okay. It's 2025. We are in the fantasy smut era. But shadow daddies. Okay.
What?
What's a shadow
What
daddy?
is that? We're so old.
Okay,
Nicole.
you know what?
I
Y'all
know.
need to read
We don't read
ACOTAR.
books.
Y'all need to read.
I'm trying.
Avatar, there's a book?
ACOTAR.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. So it's A Court of
Not
Thorns
Avatar.
and Flame. I think A Court of Thorns and Flame. No, wait.
All you younger ladies can agree because I see all you guys
Yes.
watching it on TikTok and Instagram
Yes.
and every single possible place that you can
Yeah.
put it.
So I would say fantasy smut is my guilty pleasure. Okay. So men with bat wings. Okay. Vampires.
It's always been her thing. It's always been her thing.
Okay. Like dragons. Like you need the lore. You need the enemies to lovers. You need the build up.
I can see how that could be. Yeah.
So I like that, but in like real people
Yeah.
terms. So if I'm reading like Colleen Hoover and there's like a sexy teacher and you're the student, you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't, but I should, and he's so
the
hot.
deceitful,
Like
But
I
see,
get it. I get the like,
the danger.
yes.
But see, like, would you date a 500-year-old
No, already
like,
no.
bat like winged sexy
No.
shadow daddy who will literally dominate your world and can read your mind?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Like
I don't
I'm
want
sorry.
someone to read my mind. The things in my mind are not meant for others. Not
I
meant
know.
for anybody else.
I know a lot of women will agree with this. So you
They
know
will.
what? You
They
ladies
will.
don't have to agree, but
No,
fantasy,
there will be people.
fantasy smut is where it's at in 2025. You cannot tell me I'm wrong. Thank you.
Joanna and
Case
I
closed.
will spend our next couple months reading the book chapter by chapter. Maybe her and I can just like take some notes. And
Yeah,
see if-
absolutely. I'd love
Yes.
to.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next question.
If your vagina had a name, what would you call it?
Ooh.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this thing. Okay, no, I can't talk about this.
Yes, you can.
This meme, there's a meme that says macaroon. Like it's like your macaroon because it's like two little like cookie
Yeah, I see
cookie
it.
ends.
And then
so like
the filling.
lately I've been like, oh my macaroon to my partner. And he loves it. He thinks it's so funny, but like, it kind of looks like a macaroon.
does.
You know? Like if you think about the
two lips,
macaroon from the
yeah.
side. So I
can
call it my macaroon.
I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily call it this, but my friend called it once. She calls it the punta chin, and I've been calling it ever since.
You have said that. I've heard you say that.
Yeah, it's the
Punta
punta
chin.
chin. I don't know.
Punta in another language is not appropriate, by the way. Punta
Oh,
is
yeah.
like bitch or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or I think
It's derogatory.
puta.
Yeah, it's derogatory in Portuguese and Spanish,
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah.
So
You know what? Papaya.
punta chin.
Like,
Papaya's sexy.
Yeah, papaya is sexy because you're like, eat that shit out. Like,
Yeah, and it's juicy.
Yeah.
Like, eat
I
that
like
shit
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I like
you
that.
want a
I
man
don't-
to seduce you, just have him lick a papaya in front of you. That's like so sexy.
Interesting. I will be calling
Not
mine
everybody's
macaroon
cup of tea,
papaya.
but still.
I
Jill?
don't have one. I never named my pussy. I
Okay,
haven't.
if you were to name it right now, think about it, give it a name off the top of your head.
It would probably be like a fruit. I don't know.
Like a sexy foreign fruit. I feel like you're like a jet setter, so it'd be like something like kumquat.
The kumquat.
I mean, that's
I don't know
that.
if that's sexy.
It's not that.
but
What
it's-
about dragon fruit?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like dragon fruit, passion fruit.
Ooh.
I think
Yeah.
like passion fruit.
Ooh, juicy quencher.
Yeah, like something
yeah.
along the. I'll think about that.
All right, next one.
What's your go-to lie to cancel on plans?
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh.
somebody died. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's too far. That's too far. That's too far. Usually, like, my car will break down all of a sudden, or like I just don't feel well. I don't feel good.
My friend is in a crisis, or like my dog needs to be taken out.
I don't get.
Say you had to lie to me because you just didn't want to go out. You didn't want to do anything. You are
I'm
very
just tired
honest.
after work.
Yeah.
Like, as boring as that sounds.
Boo, no fun.
I'm working 24 hours, 7 days a week. It would just be like, I'm tired.
So one time, actually this just happened like last weekend, we had a girl that was just very much wanting to involve herself in our plans. And it was just me and another girl and her partner. And we were just going out and she wanted to involve herself in the plans so badly. And we made this like hilarious joke that we never said. Like, it was like a lie to get out of it. So we said that someone's dog's mom died. Like, it was like someone's dog died, and then we got into like a mom thing. So it's someone's dog's mom
died.
passed. And the dog's mom was like a close part of our family too for some reason. And it was just so, we never used it, but it was just so much. And we laughed about it so much. It's not funny now, but yeah.
All right. Next question.
What's the weirdest place you ever peed?
Oh. The weirdest place I've ever peed.
At the back of the bus station behind a zoo in Toronto. In front of a bunch of people.
I peed beside someone else's tent, and I'm pretty sure they were in there. I didn't know. I didn't know there was someone else in there. I just like had to go. And I was like, it's not going to be my tent that gets wet. And then I was like, oh God, there's people in there. Ran so fast.
I would have to say behind a bush somewhere. Like, I don't know. That's not really weird, but
come on, you can do better than
I
that.
feel
Was
like
there
for
spotlights on
ladies-
you on the front lawn?
oh, you know what? When we were walking to in Miami, when we were walking to one of the nightclubs at like 3 a.m. It was dark though. I don't think anybody could see, but like on the street, on a sidewalk.
Hell yeah.
I just popped a squat because I had to go so
Weird
bad.
as shit.
And everything was closed because it was like 3 a.m. and this
Yeah.
club only opens
you
at
gotta
like
do.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
What was the club called? Do you remember? Space in Miami. We were walking there. And yeah, I popped a squat. And this is like a side note. I couldn't go in because I was wearing shoes like this where like it didn't have like a back strap.
What?
They didn't let me in. So I had to go to a Pharma Plus because that was the only fucking place open at 3 a.m. to get water shoes. Like the water, like,
Wait.
and I had to go into Space wearing those water shoes.
And then you
It
put
was
your
so-
heels on, right? Or did you just wear them?
No.
Okay, now that we're talking about Miami, I have the craziest story.
Okay, share.
Okay. This story is actually
I love Miami, by the way.
Yes, it is.
I've been
literally
dying
amazing.
to go.
We're booking a girls trip to Miami.
Oh, you want to go?
And
I thought we were.
We want to book
Yeah.
a girls' trip.
Dominican?
DR. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm down for whichever. But okay.
DR is all inclusive. Girl.
Yeah, let's
Miami's
do it.
expensive. I
Yeah,
mean, we
let's
could go
do
to
it.
Miami, but like we're dropping like
We're going to go to Miami for like 4
Yeah.
days. We're not going to go for a week.
no.
I can't
But
go
like
for a
all
week.
inclusive, we could go for a full week for the
Exactly.
same or cheaper. I think DR is the
Okay, DR.
Anyway.
100%. Okay, so I have the craziest story of what happened to me in Miami. And the story is actually so intense. It's like unbelievable a little bit. And I think this is the highlight of my life. So me and my partner at the time, we went on vacation, and this is prior to us going on a cruise trip. So we decided to drop by Miami, and we spent a couple of nights there. And we decided to go to this club. This club is called Club 11. If you know, you know, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Right before we got into this club, my partner, he was wearing shorts. So the security guy at the front said, you can't wear shorts. It's a pants only club. You have to like look a certain style. So I said, okay, screw it. Let's not go to this club. I have to pee anyways. Let's go find a bathroom. Go behind this club. This Asian guy pulls up in a white van, opens his door, and I shit you not, says, you want pant? I sell pant. Slides his door open, okay?
because they've had so many people.
Has a full
Yes.
selection of pants.
Yes, has a full
Stop.
selection of pants.
Do you
Stop.
think they were used? Like a thrift store
Oh,
find? And he's
1,000%.
like,
They're not brand
yeah.
new.
My
They're not your
$30.
levies.
Yeah.
They're not your
My
levies.
partner, who's a blue-collared
Or
man,
Levi's. Is it
Levi's.
Levi's?
Levi's.
purchases skinny jeans, ripped skinny jeans with zippers. Okay, hilarious. Ends up buying these pants for 30 USD. Okay.
That's
expensive.
ridiculous.
It is
They could have smelled like
expensive.
that's like hobo pee.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
$30, absolutely.
Ends
I
up-
gotta get in.
ends up buying these pants. We go back to the club. We get in, and girls get in for free. Okay. Guys had to pay, I think, a $10 deposit, which is fine. Walk into this club, and guess what? Neither of us knew this. This was a strip club. And I
Oh, no.
kid you
Nobody
not,
was wearing pants.
and I kid you not, these women were the hottest women I have ever seen
It's
in my
Miami.
life.
What do you expect? It's
My-
Miami.
my partner looks at me and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. If I would have known, I wouldn't have taken you here. Me being in my unhinged era was like, hell no. Okay. You know what? I am loving this. Let's pretend we're rich, bougie people.
With our hobo pants that smell like pee for $30 out of a van.
Let's just live this fantasy. We run into these two people wearing all white, become good friends with them. And they're from Texas, flew in just to go to Club Miami. Apparently, this is the central spot for drug deals, too.
Which club isn't these days?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. And they end up buying us drinks all night. We also meet this guy who was wearing shorts, but he's been there since 2 p.m. So I don't know how that flew by. He bought a whole bottle service, tables worth of like 50 different alcohol on it.
Wow.
We ended up mooching drinks off of him for free. Keep in mind, a bottle of wine there is like 1,500 USD.
Yeah, of
which
course.
is
It's
insane.
again, it's Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we mooch off other people.
That's why we go to DR.
Exactly.
Yes, that's why we do all inclusive.
Yeah,
because we can't afford that shit.
exactly.
$1,000? That's like
I mean, we can, but it's such a waste. Like
when you can buy it for $12 at any LCBO.
or now the gas station.
So the story gets crazier. So basically, I end up like I turned to my partner and I was like, you want to see me make some money? Watch this.
Oh,
I started coming
She
up.
started working there.
No, listen. I started coming up to random guys and was swindling into giving me $20 USD so I can get a strip tease. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never had a strip tease before. Like, would you be okay with paying for me? And then they did. They gave me money to get a strip tease.
what?
I
This
actually
girl's out here getting paid to
Yeah.
go to a strip club.
I mean, making her money back.
I know, no, but seriously. So I ended up getting a strip tease from this super hot chick, definitely with fake boobs. We also watched a strip show with this woman who literally, it was a show where she pulls up on this platform that came out of the ground with smoke coming out of everywhere. And she had tassels on her tits that she set on fire and was swinging them in circles. This was
That's sick.
I mean, that's sick.
awesome.
Yeah,
Freaking
that's
insane.
amazing. That's
How do you train
entertainment.
for that?
I
Entertainment
know.
101. Like,
No. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all about like letting my titties on fire.
What
That
happens when
burns.
the like
when
whatever
it
it
goes
is? Yeah,
to the tip. Oh
goes
my
right to your
gosh.
titty.
I guess it just
I
like
It probably has black
imagine.
nipples.
yeah.
I'm sure they're dark.
Like
I'm sure they're
charcoal
dark.
nipples.
Little burnt nips.
Yeah, burnt nips. What was our question?
The question was weirdest place you've peed.
How do we go from point A to point
The short
B?
answer is Miami.
Yes.
Miami for sure.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Last question.
One more, okay.
Pick one and only one.
Okay.
Oh shit.
8 hours of sleep, an orgasm, or unlimited tacos.
Oh.
Ooh.
Um,
Just one orgasm?
I think 8 hours of sleep.
8
I'm
hours
not
of
gonna lie.
Honestly,
I'm such a
8 hours of sleep.
I get
Yeah.
cranky. I actually
Same.
get super
Yeah.
spicy. And
same.
if
I get
anyone,
fucking mean.
like if
I
someone's toe
need my sleep.
nail touched me, like if they grazed against me, I would just lose it.
Same.
I would
Yeah,
rip that
I'm the
toe right
same.
off.
That and food. Like I get hangry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you need to fucking feed me now, or like
Yes.
shit is not gonna like it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good.
No.
You know-
If your girl is ever in a mood, just feed her.
Feed
like,
her.
honestly.
Or give her some sleep. Like let her sleep, and don't get
Yeah.
mad at her for falling asleep
Yeah.
on the couch when she needs it.
But also don't say it's spicy. Like, oh, you must be hungry. That sets us off. Or you could
Yes.
just put the food in front of us and not
Yes.
say anything because you just know us that well.
Exactly.
Just be nice about it.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, don't trigger us.